is the first time I've done this. And I see there's like a pretty decent delay. Anyway, I just figured I'd get on. I'm driving on 40 between Tennessee. Well, I'm in South Carolina now, I believe. Headed down towards Simpsonville, South Carolina. I'm actually going to go further on down, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm going to run down to Augusta, Georgia. I got a buddy of mine that's going to be down there this evening. And we get to swap out a radiator. I was going to do it myself, but he's going to be down there, so I'm just going to meet him at the truck stop. And we're going to tag team the radiator. I know I'm running behind on videos quite a bit. It's been a busy week. But let me turn this down, that might help. Basically, I sprung a leak in the radiator at the port yesterday in Baltimore. So I got it temporarily fixed and stopped and got another radiator, all the fluid, and yeah, it's Sean, trucker style Sean. So he's gonna give me a hand. So I don't mind driving an extra 180 miles out of the way. But anyway, this Interstate 40 headed towards South Carolina. It's beautiful. So I figured I'd do a little live while I was driving. Of course, I probably won't be able to read the comments, but let y'all see some of the views. Oh, my AC went out too. Yeah, I think I know what happened to it though. I think it's a high switch, high side switch. I have voltage going to the switch, but I don't have voltage coming back to my compressor. So I don't think my compressor's messed up. I think the switch went out, that the high side switch on the AC line. So I got a temporary setup right now. This is a little, it's a little janky, I know. So y'all don't laugh at me too much. But it's doing the job. Also bought I just have it running off my 3,000 watt inverter on the truck right now, but when I stop in the evening, I have a generator. I bought a 2,000 watt generator from Harbor Freight. So I have a makeshift APU. Anyway, I'm gonna hop back on the road, get down to Augusta. That way I can meet up with Sean and we can get this radiator swapped out. So, get this GoPro plug back in. Just trucking, how you doing? It's been a long week. Yes, it does the job. Especially, it's hot right now here in South Carolina. It was hot over at the port. That's what made me do it. When I got over to deliver Wednesday is when the AC actually went out. And normally I sleep with the truck off. I don't run the truck at night. And here recently, well, you know, through the winter up until now, it's been pretty cool. And I couldn't sleep that night, so I was like, it was already hot during the day. I knew I had to do something, so it definitely, it works. It works real good. Yeah, Tom, it is. Like I said, I was gonna do it myself. And I could do it myself, but it's a lot better to have someone. And he called, I talked to him earlier, he called me. I guess he got a load there by Augusta. So I was like, he said, you want to meet up? I'll give you a hand. Yep, I don't mind it at all. What's up, T-Bone? So yeah, like I said, I'm new to this live stuff. So ever go live. And I'm gonna try to catch up on videos too. It's been like 5 days since I put one out. So anyway, I'm gonna get back on the road. Get on down there and meet up with Sean, get this taken care of. A radiator cost me, well, they wanted $1,387 for that radiator, and I'm a little bit of a haggler, so I was able to sweet talk them into a fleet discount and got them down to $1,100 on the radiator. So instead of walking out right at $1,600 with the radiator and fluid, I walked out at $1,300. So saved me 300 bucks. Yeah, I seen that T-bone. That's why I figured I'd give it a shot. But stole some stuff off my trailer. That irritated me more than the AC going out and the radiator springing a leak. Nothing I can't stand more than a thief. A thief and a liar. They stole the pins that hold my ramp support in for the ramps. So when I get home, I will have to make some new ones, and then I'm going to put locks on all of them. I'm going to put it on the Dunnage rack because they had the same style pins. I'm going to put it on the Dunnage rack, both ramp supports and both ramp brackets. Try to keep an honest thief honest, you know. That's the whole deal. I mean, you can put locks on everything. All that's going to do is keep an honest thief honest. It's not going to keep someone that really wants it from getting it, but at least make it a little harder. But yeah, I stayed in Abington, Virginia Wednesday, and I slept at a Target parking lot, and it was me and another step deck guy that was parked beside me, and I have a feeling he's the one that took them. country right here. It was really pretty, you know, coming out of Knoxville and then coming down right before you get to the two tunnels. That was a gorgeous view. I don't think I've been on this stretch of 40 yet. '68 is a beautiful drive too. Up there in Maryland. But it really cuts into that fuel mileage. This portable AC until I get back home, and then I'll vacuum out the refrigerant, check the compressor, check the switch. Well, I'll go ahead and replace the switch. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the switch on the high side, but I'll probably end up putting new high side and low side switch on, expansion valve. I'll probably get another blower motor and all that, just kind of freshen everything up on the AC side. Talking to my wife, it's been over 100 degrees down in South Texas all last week and this week, so can't go without the AC. Probably going to be putting a water pump on too. I'm starting to get a drip out of the weed pole. It'll drip a little bit overnight, and then I won't see a drip for a week or two, and then it'll come back and drip a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I'm talking, it's just a minor little leak, but I mean that's an indication that it's getting worn out. So I'll put a new water pump on it, and while I'm doing that, I'll probably go ahead and take the oil cooler off and maybe swap it out. That's something cheap that could save a lot of money later on down the road. It's been nice running in the north because it's been cool. So last night I didn't even run the AC. Didn't run the generator either. look at the comments, and if people are asking questions, I'll answer them later on. I have my phone blacked out right now. That way I don't have the temptation to try to read comments while I'm driving. Make it sound choppy, like the sound is choppy because of the tone coming from the exhaust. That gets very annoying. The exhaust does. If anybody's ever thought about straight piping their truck, it helps you out fuel mileage wise, but it does get very, very annoying. Now at night, if I do idle the truck, it'll put me to sleep in a heartbeat. Wifey called in. picked up in, what town was that? It was about delivering it to, and they need to catch up on product, and once they get caught up, then they'll have it shipped back up to get refurbished. So to go up there, and now to go back down to the plant, and then they'll have to pay for it again when the next time they try to get it refurbished. Y'all will see that on future videos. Like I said, right now I'm about 5. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I'll be doing a reset tomorrow. And I'm gonna try to edit about 3 or 4 videos and like set them to come out every other day or something like that. But with the way I've been running this week, I haven't had time. It normally takes me about 2 hours to try to edit a video. I watch some of the other guys, like, I guess I need to go to does it. That looks pretty simple. Just do it with your phone and upload the clips and upload it to YouTube. Instead of trying to do time lapse and put music in, all that other kind of. If y'all are wondering why I'm getting past, it's because I'm in fuel savings mode right now. To deliver in Simpsonville, and then I got to pick up Monday in Greer. I think that's the name of the town, South Carolina, which is only like 11 miles from where I'm dropping. And we'll be headed back up to University Place, Illinois. Going to be carrying some insulation board. They say they want it tarped. I'm hoping that they just want a smoke tarp on it and not a full tarp job. have been on this stretch of road because I just seen Velocity Freightliner, and I've stopped in there before. So it was a long time ago, but yeah, I have been on here. That's a beautiful view. Adjusted the rod height last week. It was setting up a little high, so I pulled up the Hendrickson little chart, and yeah, to set the rod height, basically you measure from the frame to the top of the axle, and then you add half of the axle diameter to whatever you got on your measurement. And then you adjust your leveling valves to set your ride height. So I was 2 3/4 inches too high. So I brought it on down, which brought my deck height down, 2 3/4 inches also. So that helps out a little bit. It seems like it rides a lot better. It doesn't walk like it was on that first load I made. Then when I get home, I'll put the ramps back on it. I got the brackets. I took them down to the welding shop and had them shorten the brackets. That way it doesn't interfere with my slide track for the 4-inch winches. Which luckily so far I haven't had to mess with the ramps. And I don't want to. The goal is not to have to use the ramps and not to have the torque, but you always want it just in case you have the load that you needed. And then I know I mentioned in my previous video, but this trailer is 1,000 pounds lighter than my old trailer. And my old trailer was a 26,000 GVWR trailer. This one's a 80,000 GVWR. Away from having real trucker status. My portion's at 72 right now. I'm almost to 80. Then I'll be able to call myself a real trucker. Then I'll have to start working towards that super trucker status once I can say I'm a real trucker. As far as AC goes, my original plan was when I got back home, this is before the AC went out. When I got back home, I was gonna do like I guess you could call it a redneck or a ghetto setup. I was going to cut the square out of my back wall and mount in a window unit, a small window unit, because they're more efficient than these portable AC units, and plus it's not in the way. So I was going to build the bracket and everything, mount it in there permanently, seal it up, and then I was going to run an electrical outlet, you know, through the wall behind the upholstery, and then come out the back to a small little box mounted on the back, and build the bracket to mount the generator on the passenger side on the frame. We got the bypass. It's closed in to the to go this need to, you know, the window. So of course out air in. You know, that Cassius King made. One of those yet. I've seen them at chrome shops, but I haven't seen them at any of the truck stops. So if I pass a chrome shop, I'll stop and pick one of those window screens up, and then stop by Home Depot and get me a little sheet of plexiglass, and I'll just do the same thing Cassius King did. That way it seals off the window while I'm going down the road. this trailer has a rear sliding axle. They call it a Cali compliant spread axle, but I would like to be able to have a lift axle. That way, when I'm rolling light, like right now, I'm only 16,000 pounds. Technically, I could be rolling down interstate on one axle. So I want to try to figure, I'm gonna try to figure a way to turn probably that front axle into a lift axle. I can do it the cheap way, you know, and deflate the airbags, you know, basically a shutoff valve to kill the airbags to the rear if I wanted to do the rear axle lift, and then you just chain the axle up going down the road. And I've seen that before, but I don't know, I don't really want to, I don't want to have to deal with that, you know. If I get a load that's heavier, having to crawl up underneath and take the chain off that's holding the axle up. One way I could do it is one of those little Harbor Freight winches, like a little ATV winch, go into a pulley that goes to both sides of the axle. That way you're not lifting up the center of the axle, you're supporting the axle on both sides. But I don't know. That's something I'll have to figure out later. Now I'm not worried. Right now I'm just running them in tandem. I don't have it spread or anything, so it's not that bad. You know, as far as tearing up tires and stuff like that. truck stop. Y'all won't have to be looking out the window. Which, to be honest, that's a lot better view than looking at me. Yeah. Get on a concert with a ukulele. No, I'm not doing that. That's just a joke. Get on playing what's to the window, to the wall, or whatever it is. That creepy dude. No concerts. No concerts. My wife tells me I sound like a dying goose when I sing, so. Need to get me a 13 speed in this truck so I can split gears. It would still be the same final drive as this 10 speed. All the 13 would do for this truck would be basically me to split 9th and 10th, really. Is all you're doing, all I would gain by getting a 13. The final drive on this transmission is at 0.74. No, 0.75. And the 13, Eaton 13, has a 0.74 final drive, so they're basically identical. It would just be nice on the hills to be able to basically split my 9th and 10th.